Representative Doublefield and Representative Colin Smith, and the singers. I'm talking about awesome. I wasn't going to say nothing tonight, but I think I just might. And I see some of my friends from Craighead County back there. They were the first ones I got to speak to, and they asked me to just talk about myself, where I came from, who I was. Well, an hour and a half later, I promise not to do that tonight, okay? But, you know, I've learned to wing it a little bit too, you know, but tonight I think I'm going to read what I've got, because I want to make sure all these words come out the way I put them down today, if that's all right. First, what I want to talk about is everybody's seen the back of my card. It says, a politician runs for the next election, a statesman for the next generation. And that's really what I want to be. And that's what I'm going to be. My mother, which is here tonight, got me started on these last little instructional calendar quote things, you know. Since the 10th grade, every year she gets me one for Christmas. And it kind of helps me put a smile on my face, and maybe helps put a smile on others. I try to, and it kind of helps me make sense of the day sometimes. And in 1994, when I fixed my little farm shop up out there, it was the first quote that I put on my wall was the quote that I just read. A politician runs for the next election, a statesman for the next generation. Well, I didn't know why I did that, because I catch myself leaning back in that chair and looking up there, and I'm thinking, because I got to be honest, I kind of had a little funny feeling about politicians. Still do. You know, and why did I put this on this wall? And this was 18 years ago. Well, today, I know what it means. And, you know, so 18 years of my life been instilled in me to do the right thing. You know, all my life has been instilled to me to do the right thing. But as far as politics goes, I want to be a statesman. And it starts this right now. And with your help, I can get there. I'm going to read y'all what I wrote down today, and it won't take long, I promise. But here it goes. Time is running out. Election day is only 28 days away, and I pray this year's election will have the largest turnout of voters ever. The closer it gets to election day, the more excited I am about the opportunity to serve my neighbors and help change Arkansas and better America for our children and our grandchildren. And my grandchild's here tonight too, somewhere. But however, the next 28 days will pass quickly, and I must work very hard during this time to accomplish my vision of representing the citizens of District 52. The decision to run for state representative was not an easy one for me, was it, Dr. William? For the last several years, I have become more and more aware of our growing need for common sense governance. This year, I finally came to my senses and realized that I could no longer sit back and continue to watch our government become even more broken every year. I knew my decision to run would require me to step aside of my comfort zone, and regardless of my passion, I alone will not be able to make enough difference. In order for change to happen, we must come together. I want you to know that I am very serious about what I'm doing. Everything I can do to help restore integrity and return to using common sense governance. Our children and our grandchildren's future is at stake. And with a large voting turnout, this year's election can be a turning point. However, we must make wise choices for the future, not stay marred in choices of the past when determining who could provide the best representation for us. I have lived in this district for 53 years and I understand our community. My life experiences in farming, work, marriage, parenthood, and in life in general provide me with a perspective that can only be achieved through personal knowledge and exposure, which is why I am the better choice for this job. Isn't it time that we have representation who can relate to our lives and have walked in our shoes? I am not a polished politician and I don't want to be one. Like you, I am just a common person who is ready for change. In the book of life, the answers are not in the back. Government is broken. It spends too much money we don't have. It takes no responsibility for the future and suffocates daily freedoms under a thickening blanket of unnecessary bureaucracy and litigation. Government will never fix itself. Washington and state capitals have become disconnected from the public they serve, focused on partisan tug-of-wars instead of the real needs of its people. Change can only come from outside pressure, and that's where you and I come in. Together we can and will make a difference. Martin Luther King Jr. one day spoke. He said, "We must learn to live life together as brothers or perish together as fools." People, if you don't like how things are going, let's change it. Not until after I filed to run for this office did I learn that our state government has been under Democratic control for 138 years, and that of the 11 southern states that made up the Confederacy, only Arkansas still has a Democratic chamber. That's a long time. One night I was sitting in front of the chair, and I was trying to make sense of all that. And on TV, there was a commercial on there, and it's advertising these new light bulbs we've got coming out, you know. And I said, dang, how long ago was it Thomas Edison invented a light bulb? And I went and looked it up. 133 years ago. That's a long time, ain't it? That is a long time. That's back to Civil War days. Well, I'd like to share another quote that Hillary Clinton and Winston Churchill said, and that is, "The challenges of change are always hard. It is important that we begin to unpack those challenges that confront this nation and realize that we each have a role that requires us to change and become more responsible for shaping of our own future." People, change is coming. And we as District 52, that represents Poinsett, Craighead, Jackson, and the Independence counties, can be a part of history. We can be on the ground floor of this change. It's up to us. I believe that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness still exist in this great state and in this great nation. Today, the time to act is now. Thank y'all, and God bless you. Please come and shake these people's hands and thank them. Ask them anything you want to. Whether y'all like it or not, they can ask you anything you want to. Thank y'all. Thank you.